Welcome to the Contenders. I'm your host, Peg Young. Well, one of the definitive items of fashion this season is the miniskirt, and you may well know that hemlines go up once the economy goes into a slump. It's to counteract the depression of the times. Well, we should all think and act so positively. Let's welcome today's contenders onto the stage. Welcome to our stage. We have the hitting team, Nathan McMurray and Ben Ball. It's good to have you here. Tell us a bit about yourselves.
Well, I'm studying Korea on a Fulbright scholarship, and through our mutual studies, we met each other.
Yeah, I'm here on a loose fellowship, and I work for Casmir.
And you're both from the States?
Yes.
Well, welcome to Korea and welcome to our stage. Thank you for joining us. Now, going against the hitting team, we have the Eureka team, Seo Sang-won and Kim So-mi. Tell us a bit about yourselves.
Hi, I'm Seo Sang-won, and she's my sister-in-law. And we've been watching this since the beginning, and we thought it was pretty interesting, so that's how we came out. And hopefully we have a great time here.
Well, I'm sure you'll have a great time here. Let's hope. Good luck to all of you, and now let us begin the quiz. In our first section, we'll be giving you 10 multiple choice questions, and if you get all 10 correct, we give you 50 bonus points. If you get a question wrong, we stop there and give you the sum of points up to that point. You can use chance once. You call out chance, and we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices, and of course that gives you a better chance at the correct answer. Hitting, if you're ready, please choose among question sets Q, U, I, and Z.
We'll choose Z.
Okay, we'll go with question set Z, number 1. Of the following, what is the boiling point of water? 1, minus 10 degrees Celsius, 2, minus 0 degrees Celsius, 3, 15 degrees Celsius, and 4, 100 degrees Celsius.
Number 4.
And we go to question 2. Of the following, which is not a rabbit character? 1, Miffy, 2, Masimaro, 3, Garfield, and 4, Bugs Bunny.
Number 3.
Of course, Garfield is a cat. Hitting, what do you think? These are really easy, aren't they?
So far, so good.
Yeah.
And we go to question number 3. Of the following, which is not a country in the Middle East? 1, Iran, 2, Iraq, 3, India, 4, Kuwait.
Number 3, India.
And we go to question 4. What are proteins composed of? 1, lipids, 2, enzymes, 3, fatty acids, and 4, amino acids. If you're not sure, you can use chance. What would you like to do, Hitting?
Okay, we'll do chance.
Okay, we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices. And Hitting, your final selection, please.
Yeah, number 1, lipids.
Actually, proteins are composed of amino acids. Well, you know, this is the first time for you being under the lights. I think, you know, you'll get used to it, though, and it'll get easier as we go. Hitting, you end the section at 30 points. And Eureka team, well, you have a choice of the Q, U, or I. Which would you like?
Q.
Okay, we'll go with question set Q, number 1. Of the following, which is not an outdoor sport? 1, baseball, 2, inline skating, 3, soccer, and 4, racquetball.
4, racquetball.
For racquetball, you have to have an indoor court, and we go to question 2. Which of Aesop's fables does this moral come from? Slow and steady wins the race. 1, the hares and the frog. 2, the hare and the tortoise. 3, the hare and the hound. 4, the hare with many friends.
Number 2.
This is so easy, your opponents are smiling, Eureka. And we go to question 3. Of the following, Which is not a key on a standard keyboard? 1. Tab, 2. Del, 3. ESE, and 4. Tel.
Number 4, tab.
Very good. And we go to 4. Of the following, which is not a movie that has to do with sports? 1. Bend It Like Beckham, 2. Cool Runnings, 3. Ali, and 4. X-Men 2.
Number 4, X-Men 2.
Eureka, you have yet to use chance, and we go into question 5. Of the following, who composed the Moonlight Sonata? 1. Mozart, 2. Beethoven, 3. Brahms, and 4. Chopin. If you're not sure, you can use chance. Eureka, what would you like to do? Eureka?
Yeah, number 2, Beethoven.
Okay, you had some discussion there, and we go to question 6. What does the A in DNA stand for? 1. Alkali, 2. Acid, 3. Alcohol, and 4. Amorphous. Eureka, final answer?
Okay, we'll take chance.
Okay, you'll take chance. We'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices, and please make your final selection, Eureka.
Number 2, acid.
Yes, DNA is, of course, deoxyribonucleic acid, and the A is, of course, acid. And Eureka, we go to question 7. Who is the current president of Egypt? 1. Anwar Sadat, 2. Gamal Abdel Nasser, 3. Mohammed Naguib, and 4. Hosni Mubarak. Answer, please, Eureka team.
Number 3.
Actually, Mubarak is the president currently. Naguib actually was the first president, and Sadat third, and Nasser was second. Eureka, however, you end the section ahead at 60 points. Congratulations. And of course, this is the section where we get to see how well you guys work together as a team. As you well know, the list we give you is 20 words. We give you 100 seconds to go through the entire list. You cannot use any word or phrase that we give you on the board unless it is in parentheses. And if you're ready, please take your position next to me. Now, you chose the category revolutions.
Right.
Now, do you have a favorite revolution?
The American Revolution.
Because that's the one you know best.
Because I look like George Washington. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Maybe if I kind of close my eyes a little bit, squint. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
Okay, this is when people fight and they kill each other, and it's
Revolution.
like no, it's like a
Battle.
Got it. Okay, France. Special day in France.
Bastille Day.
Okay, he took over in France after the revolution.
Jacobins.
No,
Robespierre.
No, he came in later. He wore a hat and put his hand right here.
Napoleon.
Okay, this is the middle class is often in France. French word starts with a B.
Étage.
No, starts with a B. Pass. This is the group that ruled in France after the revolution.
Jacobins.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Counter-Reformation.
No.
Counter-Revolution.
Good. Okay, pass. Okay, this is when a country is fighting within itself.
Civil War.
This is the leader who took over after Lenin.
Stalin.
Pass. Starts with B. Group in Russia.
Bolsheviks.
Good. This is Martin Luther nailed to the building.
Reformation.
This is like steam engine, assembly lines, all that stuff.
Oh, Industrial Revolution.
He fought James II.
Oliver Cromwell.
This is the English Revolution, is also known as
Glorious Revolution.
This is the 10 things in the United States. The 10.
Declaration of
No,
Independence.
the 10 things.
Oh,
10.
Bill of Rights.
Pass. Oh, pass. Okay, think of the computer connections and all that stuff.
Internet Revolution.
No, it starts with a D. Pass. Okay, Ingalls and...
Oh, Marx. Karl Marx.
well in this section to get in marks at the end. That was really good. You passed on bourgeois, which was the word we were looking for.
Okay.
I give bad hints.
Yeah.
In any case, you win. You actually end the section at 170 points. Congratulations. And Eureka, if you're ready, please take your position. Now, you picked American landmarks as your chosen category. You visited the States, and so what was your favorite landmark?
Well, I live in New York City, so my favorite place was the World Trade Center.
Oh, no.
But it's not there anymore, so pretty sad.
Well, we'll have something else there soon.
Yep.
Now, are you ready?
Yep.
Go.
It's located in LA. All the rich people live there.
Beverly Hills.
No. Actors.
Hollywood?
And, President's house.
White House.
911 terror occurred.
Trade Center. World Trade Center.
It's a district. It's in New York City. Arts.
Soho.
Yeah. Was a gift from France for the independence.
Statue of Liberty.
It's located in Arizona Valley. Very famous
Grand
for
Canyon.
yeah. Pass. Casino City.
Las Vegas.
Located in central. Pass. Pass. It's located in Disney World, movie set.
Universal Studios.
Elvis Presley was born.
Memphis.
Pass. Pass. 90210.
Beverly Hills.
Located between U.S. and pass. Pass. Pass.
We threw in a few tough ones for you, perhaps, in the end. Well, we couldn't give you the points for Central Park or White House because you gave out the word in the hint. However, you passed also. You didn't give the hint. You didn't finish giving the hint for Niagara Falls between the U.S. and Canada. In any case, Eureka did a great job. You end this section with 150 points. However, hitting, you actually have come around, come in the lead, 170 points. Now, whoever wins the most points in this section will end up going to the finals. Let's welcome Mr. Kim Jun-sung. Eager to join us today, I see.
Did I come out a bit too early? I mean,
oh, no,
I should have waited for you to say my name, right?
No, but we knew you were coming. We were waiting for you.
Okay. I guess this show's been going on for about a year, so everybody knows what to expect now. Anyways, interesting game. It seems like hitting came back after a poor start, I think. But, you know, those two sections are just the warm-ups, and I think this section right here, 450 points in total, is probably going to decide the winner. So don't get your hopes down, and you guys might have to watch for a reversal in this last section.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's go with question one.
Wait, I have to explain the rules first.
Actually, let's have the rules. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm eager too.
First of all, this section is a section of 15 non-multiple choice questions. Each question is worth 30 points. First team that buzzes in can answer. And if the team gets the answer wrong or cannot answer the question at all, then the question will go over to the other team. And you have 5 seconds to answer. And when both teams are not able to answer the question, then we will give you a spelling hint. And most importantly, when you press the buzzer, since you can't really see who pressed the buzzer first, you have to wait for this lady to call on your name. Okay.
And so if we're ready, let's go with question one.
Okay, question number 1 is about astronomy. The first man is the prospective title of this person's biography, which is scheduled to be published in 2005. What is the name of this?
Hitting.
Neil Armstrong?
And of course, he was the first man to set foot on the moon. And we go to question 2.
Okay, question number 2 is about resort. On the 14th of last month, this theme park in Tokyo, Japan reached its 20th.
Hitting.
Japanese Disneyland?
Tokyo Disney World.
Tokyo Disney World, yeah.
Disneyland.
Yes, we were looking for Tokyo Disneyland. That is the final answer that we went for. And of course, it reached its 20th anniversary. Hiddink, you're doing a great job of taking the lead. Eureka, you have to buzz in fast. And we go to question 3.
Okay, question number 3 is about metal. This metal was known to the ancient Chinese and Hindus and has been found in an Egyptian tomb of about 1500 BC. This is the only metallic element which is in a liquid state in room temperature.
Hiddink.
Mercury.
And Eureka, once again, I'd like to encourage you to buzz in quickly. You gotta, in order to go against the hitting team, they're pretty fast with the buzzer, and we go to question 4.
Okay, question number 4 is about a person. This person paid a visit to Korea in response to an invitation of Jin Tae-jae, Minister of Information and Communication. His visit to Korea is a first.
Eureka.
Jerry Yang.
Yes. And of course, he's the founder of Yahoo. And Eureka, you're catching up. 180 versus Hiddink's 260 points. We have a lot of points ahead. We'll see what happens with the next question.
Okay, question number 5 is about a game. This is a game played with small rectangular blocks of wood or other material, each identified by a number of dots or pips on its face.
Hiddink.
Dominoes.
And of course, they're usually called bones, pieces, and sometimes men, stones, or even cards. Do you play dominoes often?
Not very often, but I will now.
And we go to the next question.
Okay, number 6 is about a writer. The French edition of this writer's first novel, Native Speaker, was released in France. This writer became a professor at Princeton University in the US last year and also received the Hemingway Award presented to the writer of the best novel of the year. What is the name of this Korean-American writer?
Korean-American writer? Why don't we take a look at the hint? Eureka.
Chang-hae Lee.
창배.
And of course, Hiddink, it's your chance. 5 seconds. Hiddink.
Chang Bailey.
Okay.
This is
working hard at the second syllable of his name. You each have a chance to answer. Hiddink.
Chang Tae-lee.
Chance to answer goes over to the Eureka team, and Eureka, you have 5 seconds. Eureka.
Ri Chang Re.
Yes, it's Lee Chang-ne or Chang-ne Lee. And of course, we were looking for the R.
Well, thank you for getting it right because it would have gotten really ridiculous, you know? Go through each letter of the alphabet.
Chang Tae-lee.
Yeah.
And we go to question 7 now.
Okay, question number 7 is about a museum. This museum has a history of having stolen.
Hiddink.
The British Museum.
Ah, yes, the representative museum of the UK. Hiddink, you are increasing your lead. Eureka, I'd like to encourage you once again. And we go to question 8.
Okay, question number 8 is about an actress. According to recent news, a collection of intimate letters written by Ernest Hemingway to this actress has been donated to the John F. Kennedy Library and Museum. Who is this German-American motion picture actress, one of the most glamorous of all film stars?
Eureka.
Marilyn Monroe.
Hiddink, it's your chance to answer. 5 seconds.
Marlene Dietrich.
Hiddink.
Marlene Dietrich.
Ah, Hiddink, I'm glad you buzzed in.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yes, share your answer with us after I've called out your team names. And of course, you've got the points for that. And we go to question 9.
Okay, question number 9 is about an issue. The Palestinian Authority demanded the United States free this Palestinian guerrilla leader, saying his detention by U.S. forces in Iraq violated a Middle East peace deal signed by.
Hiddink.
Abu Sayyaf.
Eureka, it's your chance to answer, and he'll finish the question.
Okay, saying his detention by U.S. forces in Iraq violated a Middle East peace deal signed by Washington. This person masterminded in 1985.
Eureka?
Aaron.
Hitting?
Abu Abbas.
And now let's have question number 10.
Okay, number 10 is about economy. This plane, the world's only supersonic passenger jet.
Hitting?
Concorde.
And of course, it is not going to fly anymore. And we go to question number 11.
Okay, number 11 is about an organization. Last month, this organization held a summit meeting to discuss ways to tackle the SARS crisis as many countries.
Hitting?
What is who?
The World Health Organization.
Yeah, sorry.
Eureka, it's your chance to answer, and he'll finish the question.
As many countries in the region continue to battle with the disease. It was established to accelerate economic growth, social progress, and cultural development, and to promote peace and security in the Southeast Asia region. What is this?
Eureka, 5 seconds. Eureka?
OECD.
Why don't we take a look at the spelling hit now? Hitting?
ASEAN.
Yes, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations was what we were looking for, and we go to question 12.
Okay, question number 12 is about computer. This is often seen in bank ATMs or cashiers in shops or stores, and also on PDAs. It is a computer screen that displays options that a user.
Hitting?
LCD, liquid crystal display.
Eureka, it's your chance to answer, and he'll finish the question.
It is a computer screen that displays options that a user can choose by touching it with a finger. What is this?
Eureka, 5 seconds. Eureka?
Touch screen.
Yes, the touch screen was what we were going for. A lot easier than the LCD, and we go to question 13.
Okay, number 13 is about a region. Every year in this area in Korea, you can see.
Hitting?
Landing tide phenomenon.
Yeah, it's down in the south somewhere. I can't remember the name, sorry.
Landing tide phenomenon.
And Eureka, it's your chance to answer, and he'll finish the question.
You can see a modern version of Moses' miracle. There was also a festival using this theme starting on April 16th of this year. This is a county, and it is famous for the dog from this region.
Eureka?
진도?
Yes. Hitting, I suppose you've been there?
I was gonna go there, but I should have. Now I'm sorry I didn't go.
And we go to question 14.
Okay, question number 14 is about a country. Iraqi diplomats stationed in other nations are attempting to exile to Europe and Arab nations. This country granted asylum to Iraq's ambassador to Egypt in April.
Hitting?
Syria.
Eureka?
Kuwait?
Why don't we actually give him a chance to finish the question?
Yes, please. It is a country situated at the southwestern corner of the Arabian Peninsula. What is this country?
Hitting?
Yemen.
Yes. And of course, it's El Yaman in Arabic. And we have our last question now.
Wow, it's gone so fast. Okay, number 15 is sports. In April, the Korea men's team won in this event in the 2003 World Youth Fencing Championships held in Italy. This event, with their frequent leaping and running attacks and cutting and thrusting strokes, is probably the most spectacular in fencing. This event is not held for women in the Olympics. What is this event?
This very exciting fencing event. Why don't we take a look at the hint? Hitting?
Saber.
Yes. The saber event. And that was a pretty tough question to end our questions with. However, hitting, you are the winners, and you get to go on to the finals. Congratulations. Eureka, you did a great job, but it proved to be kind of tough for you, this last section actually. But you know, this was your first time on television, and perhaps you were really nervous to be under the lights. However, I know you have viewers at home who are supporting you. What would you like to say?
Well, we had a great time, even though we lost. You know.
I don't think you should feel bad because I don't think you guys did badly at all. It's just
Hiddink was quick with the
well,
buzzer.
they were too quick, you know, and maybe you guys should have gambled a little bit. So,
Eureka, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
And now, Hiddink team, we'll be right back after this to see you in the finals. Final stage. Now let us welcome back the wall team. 최세영 and 정기철, it's good to have you back on our stage. This is your attempt at win number 2 in a row. Now you won last week. What did your friends and family say?
Well, my friends were very surprised because they never expected me to win. So.
Well, you proved them wrong, right? Well. And you're back for your attempt at win number 2. How far do you want to go?
Well, as we said last week, we want to go to have our names on the Wall of Fame. So 7 wins.
7 wins. We'll see what happens. Hiddink is a pretty tough team to go against. Good luck to all of you. Now, in this final section, we have 5 categories of questions, 5 questions each, worth 10 to 50 points. And whoever gets the first question right will have the right to choose the next question. If you get a question wrong, the chance to answer will go over to your opponents. And of course, what are today's categories?
The categories are 1, 2, 3, ... world geo, as in geography, politicians, terrible virus, and flower names.
And of course, 1, 2, 3 is about numbers. And I get to pick the first question as usual, and I'll go with 1, 2, 3 for 10 points. This was built in 1941 to 43 to bring under one roof the U.S. War Department offices, which were till then Hiddink.
Pentagon.
And of course, upon its completion, it became the world's largest office building. And of course, it is named the Pentagon Building because it is 5-sided and it houses the U.S. Department of Defense and was hit during the September 11 attacks. While you have some tough opponents, as I said, they're pretty quick with a buzzer, this Hiddink team. You get to choose.
Let's choose world geography for 10.
World geography for 10 points.
Okay, for 10 points. This continent is bounded on the north by the Mediterranean Sea, on the west.
Hiddink.
Africa.
Yes, this game is moving rather quickly.
Yes.
And of course, it's bounded on the west by the Atlantic Ocean, on the east by the Red Sea and the Indian Ocean. And of course, 3/4 of Africa lie within the tropics.
They didn't need all that hint. They just needed the hint. You know, on the north is the Mediterranean Sea, you know? I would have said something like, well, I don't know what I would have said, but anyways, yeah.
And Hiddink, you get to choose.
Go ahead. World geo for 20.
Sure, world geo for 20 points.
Okay, for 20 points. In recent news, signs carved into 8,600-year-old tortoise shells found in China may be their earliest written words, say archaeologists. The symbols were written down in the Late Stone Age or Neolithic Age. They predate the earliest recorded writings from this region by more than 2,000 years.
Mesopotamia. Yeah, Mesopotamia.
Yes. And of course, it is the northern region of the region from Baghdad. And in general terms, it constitutes the greater part of what is now Iraq. It was one of the cradles of human civilization. And Wall, I want to encourage you. Let's see if your buzzers work. Yep, they do. You've got 1 win under your belt, so I know you guys are relaxed and used to the atmosphere. We'll see what happens. And Hiddink, you get to choose.
Geo for 30.
You like this category, World Geo,
He's
for
been
30,
everywhere. So.
We're staying away from flower names.
for 30 points.
Okay, for 30 points. Although this city's roots date back to the Roman times and even earlier, the modern city is essentially an outgrowth of the 19th century empire of Austria-Hungary, when Hungary was 3 times larger than the present country. Hungary's reduction in size following World War I.
A wall.
Budapest?
And of course, after Berlin, the second largest city in Central Europe is what it has become. Wall, it is good to see you on the board. You, however, remain 10 points behind hitting team. Wall, you get to choose.
World Geo for 40 points.
Staying within the category World Geo, 40 points.
Oh, playing hardball. All right. Before the 1950s, this region was a unique entity that sought isolation from the rest of the world. It had its own culture and its own religion, encompassed by its own Buddhism and its own language.
Tibet.
And of course, it is bounded by the Chinese provinces of Sichuan in the east, Yunnan to the southeast, and Qinghai to the northeast. And of course, it is often referred to as the roof of the world. And the spiritual leaders, of course, Dalai Lama. And hitting, you're increasing your lead. You get to choose.
Let's finish it off. World Geo for 50.
World Geo for 50 points.
This river's name is derived from Guarano words meaning a place to paddle, a navigable place. It is bordered by the Andes Mountain to the west and the north.
Hitting.
Nile.
Wall, it's your chance to answer, and he'll finish the question.
To the west and the north, the Guiana Highlands to the east, and the Amazon watershed to the south. Throughout most of its course, it flows through Venezuela, except for a section that forms part of the frontier between Venezuela and Colombia. What is this river?
Wall, 5 seconds. Wall.
Amazon?
And now the chance to answer is open to both teams. It actually, the name of this river was made famous through Enya's song. 4-syllable river, a place to paddle.
The Andes?
You gotta buzz in, you guys.
Oh.
5 seconds, everybody.
I was trying, sorry.
5 seconds. We were looking for Orinoco River.
No idea.
And I'll choose. It was pretty tough. And I'll choose politicians for 10 points. And of course, this is the following politicians for 10 points. The following are politicians of this country. Which country is it? Jorge Rafael Videla, Leopoldo Galtieri, Raúl Alfonsín, Juan Perón, and Carlos Hiddink.
Argentina.
And, well, Wall, I'd like to encourage you to buzz in quickly, take the chance, because Hiddink is pretty tough, and Hiddink, you get to choose.
We'll stay with politicians for 20.
Politicians for 20 points. This person was probably the biggest newsmaker during the Iraqi War. This politician was born in 1932 in Chicago, Illinois, attended Princeton University, served in the U.S. Navy. Wall.
Rumsfeld?
Yeah. And I don't know if you knew this, but he was the all-Navy wrestling champion as well. And of course, he was the youngest Secretary of Defense in U.S. history under President Ford in 1975 to 77. Of course, this is the second time he is in the position of Secretary of Defense. And Wall, you get to choose.
1, 2, 3 for 20 points.
1, 2, 3 for 20 points. In music, this is an interval whose higher note has a sound wave frequency of vibration double that of its lower note. Hitting.
Octave.
Yes. And of course, on a piano, it's 8 keys. And hitting, you get to choose.
We'll do politicians for 30.
Politicians for 30 points. This politician was born on April 12, 1948 in the town of Gerabron, Baden-Württemberg. His political views were galvanized in 1967 when a student was shot dead. Hitting.
Gerhard Schroeder.
Wall, it's your chance to answer, and I'll finish the question. Was shot dead by police following a political demonstration in Berlin. In 1983, at the height of the protest movement against the U.S. deployment of Pershing II and cruise missiles, he was elected one of the Green Party's first MPs in Bonn. What is the name of this German foreign minister? Wall, 5 seconds. Wall.
Call.
And the chance to answer is open to both teams. Hitting.
Joschka Fischer.
Yes. And of course, he's also a famous runner or marathoner. He also published a book, I Run. And Hitting, you get to choose.
We'll stay with politicians for 40.
Politicians for 40 points. This politician was the daughter of the famous politician who was the leader of Pakistan from 1971. Hitting.
Bhutto. Benazir Bhutto, sorry.
And of course, she was educated at Harvard and also at Oxford, and she served 2 terms as Prime Minister of Pakistan from 1988 to 90 to 1993 to 96. And of course, she was the first woman leader of a Muslim nation in modern history.
Yeah, she studied philosophy, yeah? My major, huh?
Oh, your major is philosophy?
Yeah, like I could actually sit down with the prime minister and talk about philosophy, you know.
Yeah, you could. And Wall, I want to encourage you to buzz in quickly, and Hitting, you get to choose.
Politicians for 50.
Closing out the category, politicians, 50 points. In Chinese history, this person is known as the father of the revolution or the father of the republic. Hitting.
Mao, Chairman Mao.
Wall, it's your chance to answer, and I'll finish the question. As a revolutionary, he lived most of his life in disappointment. For over 20 years, he struggled to bring a nationalist and democratic revolution to China, and he finally triumphed with the establishment of the Chinese Republic in 1912, with him as president. His ideas, however, fueled the revolutionary fervor of the early 20th century and became the basis of the nationalist government established by Chiang Kai-shek in 1928. Who is he? Wall, 5 seconds. Wall.
Chang Ge-seok.
Hitting?
Sun Yat-sen.
Yes. Or we would have taken Sun Wen as well. And of course, his famous political doctrines are summarized in his 3 principles of the people. And Hitting, you get to choose.
We'll do 1, 2, 3 for 30.
1, 2, 3 for 30 points. In Greco-Roman religion and mythology, they were a group of sister goddesses of obscure but ancient origin, the chief center of whose cult was Mount Helicon in Boeotia, Greece. Differentiation is a matter rather of mythological systematization than of cult, and began with the 8th century BC poet Hesiod, who mentioned the names of Clio, Euterpe, Thalia, Melpomene, Terpsichore, Eratopolymnia, Urania, and Calliope, who were the 9 daughters of Zeus and Mnemosyne, or Mnemosyne, who inspired the creative arts. Nine sister goddesses. Think about it, a bunch of women.
Who inspired the creative arts?
That gives it away. Hitting.
Muse. The Muse? I don't know.
Muses?
Muses?
Yes, the muses. Great hint. Great hint. It was a good hint.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was in the question. It's just they just decided not to listen to it as closely. So I thought, maybe you guys didn't hear it. Creative arts. So,
I almost said
anyways.
the Mies. Plural of Mies. Just kidding.
And Hitting.
1, 2, 3 for 40 points.
Okay, 1, 2, 3 for 40 points. In mathematics, this is a positional numeral system employing 2 as the base and requiring only 2 different symbols, 0 and 1. The importance of the system to information theory and computer technology derives mainly from the compact and reliable manner in which Hitting.
Binary.
Binary.
Binary. Yes. Yes,
봐주세요.
binary was what we were looking for, and of course it is the number code system based on the digits 1 and 0. And of course that helps as it is represented in electromechanical devices with 2 states, on and off, or open, close, or go, no go. Makes things easy.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, but anyways.
Oh,
It's way
hitting.
too complicated, I mean, for me to understand.
Well, yeah, binary.
Take 1, 2, 3 for 50.
Okay, closing out the category 1, 2, 3, 50 points. Although no certain traces of this have been found, a German archaeologist, Robert Koldewey, did uncover an unusual series of foundation chambers and vaults in the northeastern corner of the palace at Babylon. Built within the walls of the royal palace at Babylon, the capital of Babylonia, they did not actually hang, but were instead installed. Hitting.
Hanging Gardens of Babylon?
Yes. And of course it was irrigated by pumps from the Euphrates River. And of course it is one of the 7 wonders of the world. And hitting, you get to choose.
I'm avoiding the flowers, so terrible virus.
Terrible virus for how many points?
50 points.
Okay, terrible virus for 50
Daring.
points.
Okay, for 50 points. This virus is closely related to the Marburg virus, which was discovered in 1967, and the 2 are the only members of the Filoviridae family. Viewed through an electron microscope, the virus appears as long filaments, sometimes branched or intertwined. The virus takes its name from the river in northern Congo, where it first emerged in 1976.
Wall.
Ebola virus?
Yes. And of course, it's characterized by extreme fever, rash, and hemorrhaging, profuse hemorrhaging. And of course, it actually was part of the movie Outbreak with Dustin Hoffman. And, well, it's good to see you on the board. You get to choose.
Terrible virus for 10 points.
Terrible virus for
10 points.
10 points.
Okay, for 10 points. The major types of this virus generally produce similar symptoms, but are completely unrelated genetically, so that infection with one type confers no immunity against another. It should not be mistaken for the common cold or other airborne viruses.
Wall.
Influenza?
Yes. And of course, it's marked by fever, chills, and a generalized feeling of weakness and pain in the muscles. And Hitting, I saw your eagerness, but Wall pushed the buzzer quicker, or
He's got to make bigger biceps.
And Wall, you get to choose.
Terrible virus 20.
Okay, terrible virus for 20 points.
This is an acute infectious disease caused by a virus characterized by fever and beginning about 2 days later, an eruption.
Hitting.
What is the SARS virus?
Wall, it's your chance to answer, and he'll finish the question.
And about 2 days later, an eruption that, after passing through the stages of papule, vesicle, and pustule, dries up, leaving more or less distinct scars. The characteristic eruption may be so profuse as to be confluent, especially on the face, or so scanty that the lesions are missed altogether. It is one of the world's most dreaded plagues until 1977, when it was declared eradicated. What is this?
Wall, 5 seconds. Wall.
Cholera?
And Hitting.
Smallpox.
Yes. And of course, we would have also taken variola, which is the name. And what would you like?
Terrible virus is killing us, so let's try flower names for 10.
Flower names for 10 points.
Hello, my name is Nak Kyung-ju, and I am a volunteer for the organization committee of the World Flower Exhibition Goyang, Korea 2003. The flower festival is taking place for 15 days from April 24th to May 8th. We hope many of you can come to enjoy the scent of these beautiful flowers. Flowers are an aspect of nature that is closest to man. Let's see how much you know about flowers. This flower is the symbol of the World Flower Exhibition Goyang 2003. This flower is the best known symbol of beauty and love.
Wall.
Rose?
Yeah. Beauty and Love gave it away. And of course, attar of rose used in perfumes is obtained from the blossoms of roses, and the hips of these, particularly those of R. rugosa, are a source of vitamin C and are sometimes used in preserves. And of course, it has thorns. Well, many variations of the rose have thorns. And Wall, you get to choose.
Terrible virus 30.
Terrible virus?
Oh,
Virus.
terrible virus.
Terrible virus for
30
30 points.
In most cases, this slowly attacks and destroys the immune system, the body's defense against disease.
Hitting.
What is HIV or AIDS?
Yes. We were looking for HIV or the human immunodeficiency virus, since we were looking for virus names.
Actually, yeah, AIDS would have been wrong, but since you said HIV, yeah.
Lucky.
And of course, it leaves the infected individual vulnerable to malignancies and infections that eventually cause death. AIDS is a fatal transmissible disorder of the immune system that is caused by the HIV virus. And of course, this is the last stage of the infection, during which time these diseases arise. And Hitting, you get to choose.
Terrible virus for 40. Oops. I thought I had to like enter it for some reason.
So what do we do then?
Down. Down.
I mean, aren't they supposed to try and answer the question now? No. Okay.
All right, and we go with terrible virus for 40 points.
For 40 points. In April, the World Health Organization.
Hitting.
What is SARS or SARS?
Ooh. And Wall, you get to, actually, Wall, it's your chance to answer, and he'll finish the question.
Oh, you think it's going to come out, but no. We're at it on TV. In April, the World Health Organization officially confirmed that a member of this virus family, never before seen in humans, causes the flu-like SARS virus, which has killed about 160 people worldwide. Originally, this virus is highly contagious, rapidly spread, and affects the gastrointestinal systems of dogs. Accordingly, researchers are saying that it is likely that this virus was spread by an animal. What is this virus?
Wall, 5 seconds. Wall.
Cholera virus.
Yes, it is the coronavirus that we were looking for, and, well, Wall, you get to choose.
Flower names for 20 points.
Flower names for 20 points.
In Korea, you will probably see this flower the most often in May. This flower is an excellent cut flower of great value and very long-lasting. You wear a red flower if your mother is alive, or a white flower if your mother has died. The red flower stands for alas for my...
Wall.
Really?
Hitting, get your chance to answer, and he'll finish the question.
Yellow for disdain, and pink for woman's love. In Korea, it is used on Parents' Day. What is this?
Hitting.
Carnation?
Yes. The last hint made things easy. Parents' Day flower, of course, is the carnation. And Hitting, you get to choose.
Flower names for 30.
Flower names for 30 points.
This flower has been Egypt's national flower for about 4,000 years. It can be seen anywhere on the River Nile, especially the blue kinds. The blue one has been loved by Egyptians for a long time. It was also considered the god of the resurrection, so it is sometimes laid on the tomb of Micah.
Hitting.
Lily?
And Wall, it's your chance to answer, and he'll finish the question.
Species of the flowers have rounded, floating, wedge-coated leaves on long stalks. The showy, solitary flowers are borne at or above the surface on long stalks. What is this flower?
Wall, 5 seconds. Wall.
Daffodils.
Now, I'm going to give you a decisive hint. The French painter Claude Monet painted these. Hitting.
Oh, I just froze up.
Not sunflowers.
Dandelions.
Wall, 5 seconds. Wall.
Tulip.
Nope. What we're looking for is the water lily.
Water lily.
Yes. Very different than the lily.
Yeah, Monet was French, so he would never draw tulips. Only Van Gogh, who was Dutch, would draw. I was just kidding.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just trying to support you. I don't know.
And flower, we have 2 questions left. I will choose flower names for 40 points.
Although it is available all year, this flower's peak period is spring. This flower is among the most popular and widely grown cut flowers in the world, with over 110 million stems sold in the UK each year. Its origin...
Hitting.
Tulip?
Well, it's your chance to answer, and he'll finish the question.
Africa first imported them to the Europe at the end of the 19th century. People know this for its grassy foliage and wiry spikes of bell-like, lemon-scented flowers in white, yellow, orange, and blue. What is this flower's name?
Wall, 5 seconds. Okay. This is just going to give it away. Think of all the flower names you know. It is named, this flower, after Dr. Friedrich Heinrich Theodor Fries, a German physician. Wall.
Freesia.
Yes, Freesia.
Congratulations.
And that leaves us with our final question, flower names for 50 points.
This flower was named for the great French botanist Pierre Magnol, who died in 1715.
Hitting.
Magnolia.
Yes. And of course, it was introduced to the US and it became a very favorite flower of the South. And we saw many films with this in the title, Tom Cruise film Magnolia and Steel Magnolias in the past with Julia Roberts. With that strong ending, Hitting, you end up our one-time winner. Congratulations.
Various prizes are awaiting our winning contenders. Your first win will take you on a trip to Jeju Island. Your second win to Japan. Your third win will take you to China. And on your fourth win, you'll win a trip to Southeast Asia. On your fifth win, a trip to Hawaii. Your sixth win, a trip to the United States. And on your seventh win, you'll take the grand prize of a tour of Europe. We hope many of you join us.
Oh, now, Wall, you came up against pretty tough opponents this game. Now, your goal was to make it to our list of fame, or Wall of Fame for the 7-time winners.
Hall
yes,
of Fame.
At the Hall of Fame. Thank you.
Sorry.
You all wanted to get to the Hall of Fame, 7-time winners. However, well, you won once. That means you have tickets to go to Jeju Island. Now, I know you have to be excited about that, right?
Yes.
Are you guys going to travel together?
I don't know.
You'll see. Well, it was great to have you.
Thank you.
What do you have to say to your supporters who are watching you back home?
Well, I want to thank all my friends who have supported me. It's kind of midterm season right now in universities, but my friends have been calling me, and thank you for all. And honestly, this was a very, very, very special experience for me, and thank you for all.
Thank you very much.
I want to say that this is a very tough competition, so it's a very good experience.
Thank you very much for joining us. And now, Hitting team. Wow, you've made a splash today. You were really quick with a buzzer, and you've got the win. So you have one win under your belt.
I just want to say thank you to these guys, the Wall.
Definitely.
I talked to them before the show. They're very smart and very good-looking guys. So,
we were worried.
Nice to meet them. And it was very fun.
Definitely. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Well, we'll see you next week on your attempt at win number 2. Congratulations. We now have a new one-time winner, our Hitting team. Join us next week to see what will happen next week. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye.